Good morning, traders. Yesterday we saw this up thrust on the DAX, so let's just have a look at that because that was quite an interesting day of trading yesterday. I'm not sure we're going to be able to see it very clearly, but this is how I like to trade. This is the open range. 10 o'clock on my chart is the open range of London. Okay, so we had the open range, and just above this we had a this is supply coming into the market, okay? Noted on here, wide range bar, narrow range bar, almost the same volume as the open. Not quite, because the open bar is always high volume, but this one was a narrow range bar and almost the same. So this bar was sellers, okay? Then what we did is we came down, the trend was still up, okay, at this point. What I like to do is plot the high and the low of the open range, this one, okay? And then basically we came out, we poked out, but look what happened here. We got a reversal bar, and I basically sold DAX as soon as we came back below 12,250 round number, because why? It was the top of the open range, and we had this we came to the bottom of the open range in the US. Then we kind of bounced up in the US, and then we started rolling over. So this was very clearly weakness in the background here, because we had this fake breakout of the open range. We could trade across the open range. Even this trade on itself was not a bad trade for the day, right? So we went from 50 to 173. On a normal day, if you make 75 points, that was a nice little trade there. And then we got this huge gap down on the overnight Iranian news. Okay, so what am I doing now? Well, I've got a sell stop underneath this bar here. This is a test bar, okay? So this actually was bought quite heavily in Asia, which is good because it puts us close to the close of yesterday in London, so we can see what the real market interpretation is of the overnight Iranian news. Yeah. Now, why have I put a sell stop down here? Okay, well, that's easy, because let's go to the daily chart. The daily chart, there's a little bit of support there, okay, on that bar, on this bar here. So we see just here, yeah. So what I'm saying is, okay, if we get a break below that, let's just say London opens, and that this supply bar here plays out. This is an up thrust, so we've got a lower high, okay, lower high. This is an up thrust, so this is a supply bar. So let's say we go and test the low of that supply bar, or even the close of that supply bar. Well, I don't want to play the up move, I want to play the down move, right? So where would I sell? I would sell either below that. If we got up to here, I would move this sell stop to below that bar, which is this support level here. Okay, 13,150 is a good support level on the charts. But at the moment, because we haven't come up above the low of yesterday, I'm placing my sell stop below the low of here. Okay, so I'm hoping in London that we open, and then this just basically tanks again, right? So we're gonna basically open here. We'll come up, we'll retest the selling zone here, and then I'm hoping that we'll come down and retest this demand bar down here. Could be that it comes here and bounces, so 12,954 is our first target on the DAX today, and then 12,917 is the second. That's based upon getting a few things. So it's based upon what? Staying below the daily pivot, staying below yesterday's lows, which is here, which is where the stop is. The trend on the 1 hour, the 30 and the 15 down, okay, which is where we are now. So as long as we stay below that, I'm looking for sells. I could even, if this was a normal session, we had an up thrust here, we've got some low volume here, there's not really a lot of selling in here, but if we get below this one, it's a good place to sell. Yeah, it's a very good place to sell. So I'm looking for the trends to remain down. I'm looking on all time frames. I'm looking to stay below the daily pivot. I'm looking for an open range breakdown. I'm looking for a breakdown below this, below the low of this bar, which is 13,103. And yeah, we got some support in this back area here. So we got 13,040. So by the time we get down into this kind of demand zone here, we should have our stops at break even, okay? But I think if this does move down, and we do get an open range breakdown, we're going to get a hard and fast run down, okay? That's the DAX trading plan for today.